Welcome to Newsweek's 4th Annual Women in Leadership Conference.
Tina Brown, best-selling author and editor, and most recently, co-founder of TheDailyBeast.com, a news and opinion site launched just yesterday.
You know, it's just part of the kind of cultural sort of hip-hop button that everybody sort of exploits up to a point. And I wrote myself yesterday about Palin and talked about the fact that, as a career woman, I think that she gave us all a great charge when she came out of the convention. Whatever your politics, there was a great vitality to it. But after a time, I think that where she was reevaluated was on the fact that a lot of women, I think, felt that she was letting the side down when she didn't know her stuff on Katie Couric. And in a way, it was kind of a good thing that women were able to say, you know what, she is a power woman and I really relate to that, but I don't much like the way she's coming off in this. So I don't think with Palin, it's good in a way that women can say, I really admire you as a woman, but I may not agree with you, or I may not think that you're performing very well in this area. But I do think there is a kind of delight that she is there nonetheless. I think that she's done feminist things. It's a shame. What saddens me, though, in a way, is that she will not therefore own that a little more. But maybe she doesn't really have to. What I do applaud her for is having a special needs child who she is willing to bring into the group and talk about and bring into the kind of public conversation. I think that's a great service that she's done. So I admire her for doing that, actually. So in that sense, she is something of a pioneer, actually.
I think that's true.
Obviously, what I feel I don't agree with her on is I feel that with her daughter being pregnant, I think that it's an entirely wrong message, actually, to kind of try to pretend that, although it's an unfortunate act and no one is blaming the kid for it happening, nonetheless, I don't think you want to sort of promote the idea that somehow that was a choice that was, a great idea. Kids need to be educated, and she's against that. So she's against sexual education in school. So, I feel that's unfortunate, and I think she's not doing well by women by behaving like that. I still think the moment that Hillary wept was a hugely transformative moment for women in a strange way, something that we'll take away from the election, because it really, she was so extraordinarily abused by the media. I do feel that strongly, and she was so stalwart, and she is so stalwart and sort of valiant, and then she had that moment of breaking down, and it was almost as if there was a kind of collective acknowledgement somehow of like, what are we doing, in fact? And in fact, I even felt sorry for Sarah Palin last night. When I saw her on television, she looked so beat up that you have to say, this process really, it is so grueling. Are we right to put our public figures and our politicians through quite such an ordeal? And what does it do to their values, and what does it do to their sense of themselves by the end? So for me, there wasn't really so much a kind of gotcha moment, but more a gradual sense all the way through. There's something deeply wrong with what we make politicians do.